Nibs again, out in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around this evening. Just like the weatherman said, they actually got it right this time. It is pretty rainy and yucky out. Had a cold front move through, and it's actually pretty chilly out now for June anyway. But thought I'd get out here in the garage and pull a few guns out and do some wiping down, get some oil on them. I always like to do that. Pick a safe and pull everything out and wipe everything down and put them back. But I had these ones out and I said, hey, that'd be a good video for another collection video. So thought I'd get them out and let you guys take a look at them. So what I have out here is my Smith and Wesson revolver collection. We'll go through each one. I won't spend a lot of time on each one, but get this level here. But I like old Smith and Wessons. I like newer Smith and Wessons. I don't own anything with, and I'm not knocking anybody who has one, but the what people like to call the Hillary hole. I guess back in maybe like the 90s, the Clintons came out with some gun law to make them feel good, and they had to have a lock on the side of the frame. I don't own anything newer than that. I don't own anything with that lock on it. So all of my stuff is at least 80s and older. But I'm not going to go in any particular order here, but we'll just start and work our way. Here's a nice heavy beast of a gun. This is a Model 28, and they called this the Highway Patrolman. This one here is a 28-2. I believe I dated this one, made in around 1982. Does have Packmeyer grips on it. Someday I'd like to find the original wood grips that belong on it, but so far I haven't been able to track those down. But this is an end frame, which is, at least at this point in time, was their largest frame. I think the 500 Smith and Wesson, something bigger than that. I don't remember what that is. I don't have one of those yet, but this is a really nice gun. Real nice lockup, timed very nicely, but this is chambered in 357. I have several 357s. We'll work our way up the left side here. Next one is, I don't have actually too many of 22 revolvers, but this is one of them. This is what they call the K22 Masterpiece. And this was made in 1948, and it's quite a fine shooter, 22 caliber. There's the other side of it. Pretty gun. Next one, I do like my little J frames. These are nice little pocket guns. This one is a 36. This one is just a 36 with no dash, no number after it. The dash and then the number after them is like revisions. They first would come out with just a 36, and then they'd have a -1, -2 with different revisions. But this is the original version, made back in, I believe, the late 1950s or early 1960s, if I remember it right. But this one is chambered in 38 special, and it's what they call a J frame. Next up on the table here we have another J frame, and this one is a Model 60. It has Packmeyer grips as well. I do like shooting those Packmeyer grips. They're very comfortable to hold on to. You don't have to worry. You can shoot those real easy single-handed. But so the Model 60 is basically a stainless version of the Model 36. And these didn't come out until, I believe, the late 60s. So this one would be in that vintage there, late 60s. Next one we have over here is, actually I think the only other 22 Smith and Wesson revolver I have. And this is a 17, this one's a 17-5, if I remember right. Hard to read that down in there. 17-5. But what is very interesting about this one is it actually has a 4-inch barrel. Most of the, so they had a Model 18 as well. I don't know what the difference is between the Model 18 and 17, but most of the 4-inch barrels were Model 18s. May have had something to do with the adjustable sights. I honestly don't remember. So this is actually kind of an oddball, I guess I could say rare, but an oddball. As far, most of them were either 6 inches or 8-inch long with the Model 17s. Let's see what the next one is. So the next one is a Smith and Wesson, what they called their M&P 38, M&P 38. And this one was a military and police K-frame 38 special. And this one, I believe I dated this one to right around 1950. And this was, again, pre-1957 when they started giving them the model numbers, Model 10, Model 36, whatever like that. Before that, they all had kind of model names instead. But so this is a 38 special K-frame. This was what would eventually have become the Model 10. That model there. What do we got next? We got a big guy here. So this next one is a L frame, and this one is a 686-2. It was a 686. Couldn't remember what the dash was on it. But this one is an L frame, and it's a 38 special. They did make this in a blued version, which would be a 586, which I'm pretty sure I have one. I don't think I have it out here though, but so I guess I didn't dig them all out. But so that's the 686. Those were made in the 80s, started in the 80s. What's next? So let's get another J frame in here. So this one's actually pretty cool. This one is a, I can't remember the model. Model 49. Okay, yeah, Model 49. What was cool about these is they had this shrouded, but not 100% shrouded hammer, so you could actually still get to the hammer, and if you wanted to cock it and shoot single action, you could, but it was also available for shooting double action. So the one thing with the J-frames I didn't mention with the others, all of the 38 special J-frames are 5-shot revolvers, and again this one is a 38 special. So this one's got a kind of an interesting little backstory. This one actually was owned by the owner of the company that I work for, and he traded it into the local shop that I frequent and traded it in for a Glock. He's an older gentleman, and nothing against him, but he said he was having a hard time being able to pull the either double trigger, and his thumb didn't have enough strength to be able to pull back the hammer anymore, so he traded this in and got a gun that he could still shoot. So I mean, I don't blame him for that. If you can't use it, what good is it going to do you? So that's the Model 49. So I have 3 J frames. You've seen those. Next one up is a Model 19, Model 19-5. And this is another 357, and this is a K-frame 357. So they have different frame sizes. I don't know all of the different frame sizes, but I have them going all the way from I up to an N. They skipped a couple letters and they didn't do them all. I don't think there's an M frame or anything like that, but so this is a 19-5 357. Again, probably 1970s production on that one. Let's get some of these ones in the back here. Don't want to miss anything, but so this is like the grand poobah of my collection anyway. And not quite the Dirty Harry gun, but Dirty Harry carried a 6 or an 8 inch. This one's a 4 inch, but this one is a 29-2, and it's chambered for 44 magnum. Quite a piece. I think this one was late 70s production, but very, very nice example. Very nice condition. Alright, so let's see here. This is actually the newest addition to the collection. Very petite little revolver here. It is a 6-shot, but this one is chambered for 32 Smith and Wesson, and this is what they call an I frame. And I believe I found that this one was made in about 1919, if I remember right. But very cool little revolver. Had that one out for a couple of videos recently. Let's see here, got another one in the back here I gotta get to. So this is a monster here. It actually only shoots 38 special, but it is a beefy gun. But this is full-on PPC precision pistol competition, built by Bill Davis. Started out life as a Smith and Wesson Model 10. Added a new barrel on, top strap with special sights. Amazing trigger. Just I think it's probably 8-ounce trigger, if I'm guessing. If I've been playing around with some, but also the double action pull is amazingly light. Just so, but this gun can shoot. All right, just a couple more here, guys. So we have not the oldest one. I haven't got to the oldest one yet. We'll save that one for last, I guess. But this is a pretty cool one. It's one of the oldest ones I got. This is a Smith and Wesson version of the Army Model 1917, and this one is chambered for 45 ACP, like all 1917s were. I do have a pack of moon clips around here somewhere for it, but very cool gun. Got the lanyard loop on the bottom. Still shoots really good. Nice and tight lockup on it. And these were only made. Smith and Wesson only made 150,000 of these in 1917 into 1918, and then they Colt continued to produce them even into commercial production, but Smith and Wesson only made the original 150,000, and then they later came out with the Model 25, which was chambered in 45 ACP, but it was not a just copy of the 1917, like Colt kept doing that. So this next one here is a Model 66-2. This one is another K-frame 357, and just like the J-frames that I showed you earlier, the model 19 was the original version, and then later on, not too much later on, but later on they came out with a stainless version and called it the model 66. This one actually came to me with the original box and everything. Unfortunately, I don't have the original grips. I wish I did, but still a pretty cool gun. Adjustable sights. I like these ones with the adjustable sights because if you're shooting off and they're not adjustable, what good's it gonna do you? So that one, again, a 1970s vintage, I believe, gun. Okay, now the last one that I have is actually the oldest one so far anyway. I'm getting ready to put one on layaway that's going to be older than this one, but right now this is the oldest one that I own. It doesn't have the original grips on it, but it's still a pretty cool gun. And this is what they called a model 1905. They called these the hand ejector because most guns before that would have a loading gate and you have to knock out each one with a rod, but now they started coming out with the ones, you know, with the star wheel on them. And this was a pretty revolutionary idea back in this day. So this version, so this model came out in 1905. This is what they call the second revision or second version. And this particular one dates to 1908. And it shoots 38 special. It's a cartridge. And this gun, I don't know if it's because of the length of the barrel or what, but this is actually a very, very accurate gun. Probably one of the most accurate revolvers that I have, at least besides that Bill Davis Model 10. But so anyway, there you go. I think I hit them all. Pretty sure I did. So there's my small but growing Smith and Wesson revolver. These little collection ones get to be a little bit longer because I like to talk about each one of them because they each have a kind of a special little story usually. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. But until next time, have a great day.